the other day. We went in that tournament school. Now, ain't that Taylor's wife? That's Taylor's wife, isn't it?
That's his wife.
She used to work for him over at McNair, right?
That's
now she's at Turner Middle School.
That's right, Turner Middle School.
We'll be going back over there real soon, won't we?
Real soon.
Soon and very soon, they say. Soon and very soon.
Want to see the
MACE will come back. No, I ain't going to see the kids. But we're going to go back over there, right?
That's it.
And it might be, we might just stand on the sidewalk. So Category 1 free speech forms, right?
Protected by the law.
Protect the Supreme Court of the United States, man. That's a high, say, sidewalks and parks, Category 1 free speech forms. I can go take my soapbox and get up to Woodruff Park and just say anything I want. Just get up there along the line. You know, Brandenburg v. Ohio, Supreme Court decision said I could even call for the overthrow of the government. And as long as it's not something imminent is going to happen, I don't have people right there ready to take the pitchforks and go in there and do it. But from a theoretical standpoint, right?
That's right.
People don't understand you can't regulate speech based on content, based on that you don't like that speech. It's got to be content neutral.
That's right.
Any kind of time, manner, and place regulation, the state has to have a compelling state interest. And if they say, oh, you can't do it there because it will cause a traffic accident, then you got to give them the least restrictive alternative, which will be across the street. Sometime I wonder if these old school board attorneys, if they just are just being so pimped out, just being totally pimped for money.
That's right.
Are they just stupid? Are they just never? What law school they go to? Or do they not study constitutional law? Do they not understand? They missed that course. They were out that day, right?
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, they teach it for the whole semester. You know, constitutional law.
That's right.
Understand what you can and cannot do on a sidewalk. You can't go. Remember one time I held up one sign in the back of the auditorium. You were on board, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember Erica Davis? And they got so upset, jumping up and running out. Before I know it, they called the sheriff and they came on and arrested me for holding up one sign because she didn't like the content. Oh, they had me in the hole 28 hours.
28 hours?
Cold air blowing on me all night long in January. Freezing me. Now, you know, shoot, I was cutting the food down there.
Yeah, I know you
I was cutting the food down there. I think they were glad to get rid of me. Summarily dropped they dropped charges so quick because they knew they didn't have anything on me. But you know what? I didn't sue in that case. See, I'm a nice guy sometimes, folks. Sometimes I'm a real nice guy. But we want to read this one thing right here, and you might have to break this up in 2 segments, okay? This right here is MACE's simple statements. MACE is 11 simple statements. That's an acronym, M-E-S-S. We call it MESS. You're going to have a messy school. Your school is going to be pure mess if you don't understand these concepts.
That's right.
And these very true statements right here. Let me read number 1. All children can learn, but not all children want to learn. But rather some children even refuse to learn. If a superintendent, or Arn Duncan, the new United States superintendent of the United States Department of Education, he never taught a day in his life, you know.
Never taught?
No, never been a teacher. He now, President Obama made him the Secretary of Education for the United States Department of Education. Never taught a day in his life. But he says his mama ran an after-school program, something like that. He up tutored one summer.
After-school program?
Yeah, something like that. And so I guess that qualifies him. But you know, they said that he said recently it didn't go far enough. No child left behind. Now they got to really put the pressure on the teachers and the administrators, and of course that means the administrators will really pass that pressure on down to teachers. And he thinks, see, they operate on this one notion, and it's a false notion that kids learn because teachers teach, and that just doesn't always happen. Teachers can be teaching their hearts out, but sometimes kids won't learn because they refuse to learn. They don't want to learn. I went to the doctor today. I just mentioned that a while ago. I ain't been to the doctor in a long time, but you know what? A doctor can treat, but a doctor cannot heal.
That's right.
You know, you could have a court-appointed lawyer, for example, and if you say, you know, we're going to judge you based on how many cases you win, but he said, say 90% of this cases the person might truly be guilty, and he can defend, but he can't acquit, right?
That's right.
That's all the lawyer can do is a defend.
That's right.
A teacher can teach, but a teacher can't learn a kid. You can't learn a student. That's even bad grammar. Yeah. You like that one, don't you, Mr. Cochran?
Oh yeah.
You know, you like that little truism about the 3 things. Now, Mr. Barry, you've taught in Chicago, you've taught in Atlanta, correct?
That's correct.
If you have, and you, I know you could deal with those kids. You're a strong guy, and they liked you, and they know you're a thug. But you know it got so bad in later years, you said I don't want anything to do with it because they won't let you discipline the kids anymore, right?
That's right.
If a kid refuses to learn, can you make that kid learn?
No.
They can't. They won't learn. Now you got 2 successful children yourself. They've gone to college, and I think one of them's already graduated, right? Or are they still in college?
For graduation.
Scholarship in volleyball, I believe, right? Good volleyball player. And your kids, you know, but they went to private school, didn't they? They went to parochial school.
That's correct.
And they had discipline there, didn't they? And they didn't play, did they?
Discipline was number one.
Discipline number one. I tried to tell you that. Let's go through real quick. Mr. J.B. Stanley telling me we've got 4 minutes. All right, let me say number 2 real quick. Unmotivated and disengaged students often disrupt the learning environments of those students who want to learn. That's just true, folks, right there. Number 3, you cannot have orderly learning taking place in the classroom without order first being established in the classroom, and the chronically misbehaving, disorderly students must be removed from the regular classroom. Number 4, you cannot have good learning conditions until you what?
First have good teaching conditions.
You got to first have good teaching conditions, and that's just as true, and no one can refute that. And I'll debate anybody in the state of Georgia on formal propositions on any time they want, and Kathy Cox on down. 5, creative teaching is effective teaching. The states and school systems need to free up teachers to be more creative and therefore more effective. You know, deep down they understand that. That's why they go into more and more charter schools where you don't have to go by the rules, because they know the rules are suffocating everybody. It's a tight net that suffocates everybody. All right, let me keep going, because they give me my production manager over there. He's saying 3 more minutes, okay? All right. A smothered, suffocating, beat down, and beleaguered teacher is an ineffective teacher. You got to free a teacher up. A top-down, heavy-handed approach to teacher supervision kills the teacher's spirit and creativity and works counter to effective teaching and student learning. I get an amen on that, didn't you?
Amen.
I heard some amens over there now. All right, number 8. A teacher can only read. You want me to read, right? Read. You read number 8. You want to read number 8?
I guess I will.
Okay, read.
A teacher can only teach the student, not learn the student, just like a physician can only treat the patient, not heal the patient. And a lawyer can only defend the accused, not acquit the accused.
We talked about that a while ago. That's very right there. Mr. Haynes and I came up with these 11 things we call MACE. If you don't understand them and don't implement them, you're going to miss. Number 9, real quick. Ultimately, the student is responsible for appropriately engaging or not engaging in learning processes, and the onus for learning must be put on the student, not the teacher. Number 10, if the student refuses to appropriately engage in the learning processes, I should say, and therefore refuse to learn, there is nothing that the teacher can do to make the student learn, and the teacher should not be held responsible for the student's refusal to learn. We got a teacher waiting on us, so we got to go real fast, okay? Last one. Number 11, the artificial, manipulative inflating of standardized test scores is no true indication that students are learning, but that a superintendent is trying to financially bolster his or her professional resume at the student's expense and get that bonus money too. You talked about that. Got to get that bonus money. Sometimes it's 50, 60, 70, $80,000 bonus money. Folks, we're going to keep bringing them to you. You keep saying you like them. MACE TV will keep on coming back to you. MACE Live TV. We got a Picket yesterday, Picket today. We're going to bring it to you. I think we got a Picket tomorrow. We're going to
tomorrow. And also, maybe on MACE TV, we'll get a chance to talk about that principal over there at the Mondays Mill.
Oh, ain't no certification.
No certification over there.
And that
superintendent
left there all over there.
He don't know Georgia law.
Don't know Georgia. They from Chino Valley, California. Brought a Cali guy in here. Had the lady over there. And they had to have a big write-up of the Clayton News Daily saying, you got an uncertified, they've already taken, they defrocked her. They've taken away her certification. She doesn't have a certificate. And Edmund Heatley, you folks in Chino, California, don't y'all want him back? Don't you want Edmund Heatley back? We'll give him a one-way ticket to get back out there. Help us. Hey, y'all, help us. Do something about Heatley. Over and out.
Peace.